algorithm, abstract painting generator, it doesn't really have a name. It basically has three parameters: the brightness range, the granularity range, and the hue range. And those are set to particular values, and then it just tries to generate something that's closer to you see the fitness down on the bottom right. It tries to evolve closer towards that so to improve its fitness. So now we're back to Four Winds again, which basically has 4 different drawing methods that draw on different color ranges, but those color ranges change over time. So it's like it's got an internal clock inside it. So that's why at some point this color range will be being drawn with a particular drawing method. But then as time goes on, the drawing method which is being used for this color will change to a different method, and the effect of that is that these areas of color kind of migrate, almost like cellular growth. They migrate out, they get overwritten by other colors. It's like a kind of competition. This patch might be really successful for a while, but then as the color algorithm moves, the clock moves around, it'll get overwritten by something else. So now back to this auto-collaging program, which, as I said before, uses a library of images, and it just continually picks out certain parts of an image and draws them over what's already there. This is work from 2012 that I showed in the Macintosh Gallery in London, Ontario, and it's an interactive work with sound, and it's like it's stitched from thread, and these holes are like entities that shift around over time and have different behaviors and sounds. This is a generative sound work. There were actually 6 of these machines. It's got a microcontroller inside it, running a computer program, a solenoid that taps onto the railings, and there's a kind of a call and response between lots of these devices in a whole building. So it really fills the space with this kind of tapping patterns. Another from 2013, another generative sound work that was installed on the street in London, Ontario. There were 4 of these boxes. It also has a microcontroller in, which is creating sounds according to a computer program. It looks like an electrical box, so it's a kind of deceptive sound. This is a work called Pixel Camera Paint, which is also an Android app. And it's a bit like the Auto Collager app, but you just use your Android device. You point it at things, and it picks out different areas. It's a kind of real-time auto collager. This is one that I do in my face, just moving the device around a bit, and as time goes on, it picks up different parts and auto collages them over the top and creates a kind of fragmented feeling. Another self-portrait created using the Pixel Camera Paint program. This is another work that's also released as an Android app called Binary Paint. And Binary Paint is an interactive abstract painting generator where the program continually suggests changes to the painting, and you just either accept them or reject them. That's all you do, accept or reject, accept or reject. So the painting builds up as a combination of all of those binary decisions. So it's really simple, but as you work with it over time, it builds up some quite strange and interesting compositions. I see it as it's a kind of toy, but also maybe a tool for exploring different compositional possibilities. This is also from the Binary Paint app. And that's something that I'm interested in, is human-computer collaboration in drawing and painting. So you make some decisions, the computer makes some decisions, and of course you're the boss. You accept or reject things. This is another such program called Motif Draw, where you draw something, you draw a shape, and then every time you draw a shape, the computer decides what to do with it. So, and it analyzes the shape. So the properties of the shape determine what gets done with it. So in this case, a shape is being used to create a texture. In this case, a shape has been filled in and repeated and drawn to create, I don't even know, a kind of blocky motif. And then in other cases, shapes are drawn into clusters and so on. So you can just play with this and draw, and it's like a human-computer collaboration. Lastly is this work that was in the show that was here, the proximity show that finished about a month ago, which is a generative work that generates random phrases from the dictionary, randomized animations which are drawn in real time, so the parameters of them change, and it also has sound as well. So it's a kind of strange work that I can't, in a short period of time, I can't really explain what it's about, but I was really pleased with the way it worked in this space with the sound.
Yeah.
That's about it.
What is that the extra?
Yeah, it's quite fun.